Hello everyone, I'm Denise with Spiritual Growth Tarot, and I'm here to do a reading for August, for us, for August 24th, Monday. And so first of all, I'm just to let you know I'm using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. And I'm going to draw 5 cards, but first of all I'm going to open to and align with the universal absolute laws of love and truth. And sometimes courage is needed. So how about just the powerful love and truth? And the limitless abundance of the universe as always. So let's see, for Monday, August 24th. Okay. So we have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, that I can relate to that sometimes. And the Three of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Wow. Well, so the powerful courage is coming through. Okay, so generally the center card will relate to the overall theme for the day. First 2 cards, morning, early morning, late morning, and then afternoon and into the evening for the last 2. But with the Eight of Swords, what we have here is maybe waking up feeling a little restricted. Maybe we're on a deadline of some type. Now, it's really just a mental. The swords are of the mental realm, so it's not coming from absolute truth that we are restricted. Who we are deep inside of our eternal spirits is absolutely free. But on Earth, it's challenging oftentimes in this, dualistic plane that we live in. I mean, we're unitive beings and we're having a dualistic experience. So what I always like to say is to don't take anything personally when things don't come through as quickly as you want. And especially because with this Three of Wands here, this can be a card of waiting. Like she's waiting for the perfect wave. In the traditional Rider-Waite, there's ships in the background, and it's like the enterprise of your business, and you're waiting for your ships to come home. You set them out to sail, and you're hoping that everyone comes back home and, with everything sold that was on the ship, I suppose, back in the days. And it's probably very true still. If you own a shipping company, or you send your goods abroad. But anyway, for just general purposes, which is about the only way I can read, do these readings is just generally, is to be patient with yourself and know that you don't have to be perfect yourself. You don't have to be in this place of utter perfection in order to have whatever it is that you're trying to create. That's a mental construct. This belief in perfection is a mental construct. Now, again, like I said, deep down inside of who we each are, we are already perfect. In our original essence, we are, utter perfection. And each one of us is a very, individualized, unique expression of that, utter perfection. So, just to remember that, but then here on Earth, we have a tendency sometimes to compare ourselves against others. We're not looking into the true mirror, which is inside. We're looking into the outer mirror, and we're comparing ourselves oftentimes with other people or other things and other situations. And that can be a bit of if I were to read this in the negative sense, which hardly ever happens, but I just have to say it because these two go together. It could be a bit of mental spiraling into a place where you don't really need to go. Where you do need to go is to stay connected to your light, stay connected to what you want, first of all, what you want, And if you don't have what you want right now, go into the feelings of how you're feeling about not having what you want. And work through those feelings. Allow those feelings to come through. I mean, notice we don't have any cups cards here. We also don't have any pentacles. Now the cups, of course, are emotions and feelings and relationships. And can be, looked at as like the waters of life, the sea of life that we travel through. And just to remember, we each have our own boat that we can navigate. It's our own body, it's our own vehicle. But with a lack of pentacles here, I can say that it's not, whatever this problem is, it hasn't manifested yet, and you can stop it in its tracks. You can change it all up. So for some of us, it's just the message to not compare ourselves. Don't go down that rabbit hole. Go towards the light that's the higher mind, the higher wisdom, the higher consciousness. And just remember, it's inside of us. It's always inside of us. It's everywhere. It's as within and so without. It's everywhere, anywhere, and in. So just to remember that, and don't take it personally when you don't have things as quickly as you want. Just to remember that in the spirit world, there's no such thing as time or space. So we think of something that we want, and then bam, like we think of it and feel it, imagine it, and then bam, we have it, or we're there and we're in the experience of it. And we have cellular memory in the nucleus of every cell. We have a memory of that amazing, creative, raw, just unlimited power that we each have. But here on Earth, everything is slowed down by this time-space continuum, and so we think that there's something, a part of us, a little fraction, a little piece, a little egoic fragment, can think that there's something wrong with us, or that we're somehow lacking or inadequate or inferior just because things haven't come down, as quickly as we wanted. And especially because with this card, I mean, to me, she's just like Shazam, she can bring it down. So to have the self-confidence that you were born with, now, of course, we can all have childhood wounding that, maybe we weren't encouraged, maybe we were neglected, maybe we were actually put down when we had a good idea, maybe our parents didn't listen to us when we had feelings. Maybe we got put down for having feelings, or somehow our feelings were negated, like they didn't matter. So all of those experiences will create an overlay, of some wounding that we have to break through. We have to break through. But these are restrictions of the mind, and because we don't have any cups cards here, I would say that whatever it is, you've either already worked through it emotionally and there's just a little mental remnant, or the mind will be the first layer that to address it, and then the emotional work will come later. And you cannot make yourself feel anything unless you're a really great actress, but then they still, or actor, but then when that happens, they still draw on experiences from the past, or they can tap into some kind of pain. So most of us, we just, we can't will our feelings to happen. So what we need to do is just to be open, to feel whatever we need to feel. Be really grateful for when the feelings come through, because when that comes through, we're in this like magic place. It seems like magic, but it's, it's a process of dissolving soul substance that was shrouding, the core of who you are. And when you dissolve that, with your tears, your tears dissolve the magnetic force field that holds the lack of self-confidence in place. When you do that, then the clear place comes through, and you have more available life force, and it's not wired back into any negative pleasure. Instead, it's free to create what it is that you want. So that's the beauty of the way working with your soul, and working with your wounding, and working with whatever pain, as it does come up. So yeah, take it and don't beat yourself up with it, and don't beat anyone else up with it, of course. I hate telling you guys what to do, but Best thing I can say, because I've done it myself, is don't beat yourself up with it. Don't feel like, oh my God, I'm never going to get through this. It keeps, like it keeps happening again. It keeps happening again. I'm stuck. It's not true. You're spiraling in and you're grabbing another piece of soul substance. It's like soul retrieval work. You're healing a piece of a fragment of your soul that needs to come back home, get back home to who you are. And of course, there's a lot of raw life force and passion and potential and beauty and just that unlimited abundance that can keep coming through. So I see this as like a continuation. How beautiful that all these wands have shown up together. And the two of the mental realm as well. The Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords, Three of Wands, Ace of Wands, and Queen of Wands. Wow. Wonderful. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you everyone for all your support, and take good care. I'll be back later.